That's the worst thing that could ever happen to a man.
How? Why? What was going on?
I've seen a lot of weird injuries, but that's the worst.
Paul has come to the tower with an injury no lifeguard has ever seen before.
Yeah, you go, mate. Yeah, who didn't dog on it? Oh, really? Yeah, no, you're right. That's pretty bad.
I saw this guy come shuffling towards me, and the next minute he's just gone, I've just been bitten on the beep, beep, beep by a dog.
Imagine his poor girlfriend or poor wife. She won't be getting any love for a bit.
That's the worst thing that could ever happen to a man.
How? Why? What was going on?
He was very lucky that there was intensive care paramedics that are already in the tower that had just treated a patient, and they said it was the most horrific thing that they've ever seen.
There was no blood. He wasn't that much in pain, so there's only one thing I can think of. He would have been in shock.
I've seen a lot of weird injuries, but that's the worst.
To avoid any confusion, the paramedic clarifies how serious the injury is. The dog has torn the skin from the base down to the tip.
Do you know who owns the dog?
Yeah, he's my mate's dog. It was an accident.
I don't know if I could really describe what I saw, but it wasn't bleeding at all, so that's probably lucky, but I would hate to see that ever again.
Have you ever had any of this before? Not quite like that.
Imagine it never returned to working order again. You'd be heartbroken.
Paul's mate doesn't help the situation.
I just hope you can fix it.
I'll be able to fix it. Yeah, it's easy. Just you're not waking up with sex for a while. I'll tell you that right now.
As long as I can have it one day again.
It's bad, mate. Dog bit him on the nose.
There's a lot of Chinese whispers of how it really did happen. I heard it was a Chihuahua.
Could have been a Labradoodle.
I reckon it was a female for sure.
Paramedics arrive to take Paul to hospital. No one misses out on inspecting the injury themselves.
I've seen the pictures of the aftermath and after surgery, and he's bloody brave, that's for sure.
Weeks after a dog bit him in a very private place, local resident Paul has returned to reveal all.
Hey mate,
It
must have been a scary day.
Oh, it was. I was freaking out.
Is this the dog here?
Yeah. He didn't mean no harm. It was an accident.
So what's the go? What happened? Because
I took Zeus for a swim. As I went to dive over him, he must have thought there was a ball there, and he's jumped up and nipped me. And I didn't want to look in the water, so I swam back in, and I've looked and I've freaked out a bit. Luckily, there was an ambulance here, and you guys helped me out, so...
Yeah. So how many stitches did you end up getting?
Oh, it was about 100, around the 100 mark, so yeah.
Such a mellow dog.
Yeah, like I said, it was an accident. He's a good boy, you know.
Lifeguards are given an opportunity to inspect the repair work performed by doctors.
They've done a good job, but I'll give it to the doctors. Yeah. They fixed you up good, mate.
Vincent's Hospital.
Can't even really notice it.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Paul is thankful it wasn't worse, and the doctors have restored everything to its former glory.
All right, we're having a tribute to H surfing contest. We want to get out, we want to style it up for H and send him out in style. The more H like you are, the more points you'll score. First heat, let's do it. Go! Woo! Yeah! Nicola ripping! Oh, no!
The manoeuvres were the Scorpion, which is probably one of the most difficult manoeuvres to pull off.
Who's that, Deano?
Harry's famous for the soul arch.
He's got the cockroach.
H-man. Yeah, he's coming. Yes. Here we go.
Jeanette was just jumping up and down. She was just absolutely thrilled.
Kerbox invents a new move, finishing it off with a bomb.
does this thing like sits down on his board and he just prays or whatever. And I've got a wave and I kind of sat on the arse and prayed like he does.
The thing we were trying to do is get one together, and Boxy and I got a beauty. After all the tomfoolery with the mock contest, we took out an inflated stand-up.
We've got another thing for you to ride here, H-Man. Get on there, mate. Up here, up here. Long live the king!
You know, we got H in the middle. We just kind of sit in the middle like a god, and you know, it's not very often there's 15 guys on this one surfboard.
Here they go. Go, go, go! Oh, they're on!
That was just comedy capers. It was like Keystone Cops comes to Bondi.
This could be the ultimate drop-in. Here we go. They're on, mate.
Deano just called from Bronny. It looks like he might have something in the nets around there. So I'm taking the young expendable one, the young Glicky.
First and last time, mate.
South African-born Anthony Glick has been working hard to make an impression as a trainee lifeguard. But today, his fear of sharks is being tested.
Mate, we had a lifesaver come in and report that one of the shark nets had been pulled down, and he was pretty sure that there was something in the net.
Boxy thought it was a good test for me to get out there in the middle of the ocean and check out the shark nets for the first time, which I hadn't actually done ever before.
To get to Bronte, lifeguards must travel across open water that is known for sharks.
It was pretty daunting knowing that you're going to go out there, dive down in the middle of the ocean, check the shark nets. I realised that I was going to have to, at some point, jump off the jet ski and get in the middle of the ocean right next to where apparently there was a shark lurking. So I was getting pretty nervous at this point.
You got your goggles?
Yeah, buddy.
You ready to launch?
Yeah, mate. Not really. I'm scared.
Kerbox scans the area before sending Glick in.
Righto. In.
Head first?
Head first, brother. Only one way to do it. He dived in and he still had his feet attached to the back of the sled. Get down there. He was trying to tell me that it was because he had the life jacket on, but I don't know about that one. I drifted away from him and he's come up and I wasn't anywhere near him. He started yelling out to me, "Get back here!" And I think that's when I realised he was actually terrified.
Yeah, he found it pretty funny.
Don't scare me like that again!
I thought it was pretty funny because Boxy's laugh is pretty catchy, I'm not gonna lie. So he kind of made me a little bit more comfortable in that situation.
Believe me, I know.
The question still remains, is there a shark caught in the net?
I shit you not, it's either really heavy or there's something on you. I could feel something dragging up and down, pretty heavy, and so I immediately assumed there could be something flapping its tail in the shark nets.
It's just an anchor. It's only an anchor?
Yeah, there's no
Let's go over it.
Checking the nets was pretty damn awesome. Yeah, I jumped a bit out of my comfort zone, but I think I did a good job considering I've never been exposed to that before.
Ollie was surfing when he dislocated his shoulder. Maxi prepares methoxyfluoride, an analgesic gas.
You ever had one of these before?
No, what is this?
It's a pain relief.
Yeah.
So it's helps settles the pain.
Went over that wave and it just popped down. I knew it as I was coming down. I was like, oh, this. And then got up. I was trying to pop it in myself for quite some time, but just wasn't going in. It really hurts. Like the intensity of the pain just builds up and up.
You know, we gave him a few green whistles and he was a bit off his head for a little while.
You alright? This is good. This stuff is sick. This is ridiculous. Tell the ambulance people to take their time. Just tell them to take their time. This is fine for now.
Ordinarily, dislocated shoulders are treated in hospital.
Hang in there. More painful right by a second.
Today, though, Jill, an extended care paramedic, has come to put Ollie's shoulder back in place at the tower. Ollie is administered with morphine in preparation for the procedure.
I've got a rush to the head now, so it's going to be like a double rush to the head after this.
This hand's going to come off of my left shoulder.
Oh, that's slightly painful. Oh, naughty. Oh. Leslie, do you have a spare cigarette?
Yeah, the funny thing is that there was no one in the room called Leslie, and he doesn't even smoke cigarettes, so he was out there.
Soon, Ollie's painkillers will wear off. Jill makes her final attempt.
You could see in his face that it went back in and that he was out of pain.
Well done, mate. Well done.
It wasn't a real kind of thing. It just went in real subtly. It just sort of slipped back in.
That looks a better looking shoulder.
As the painkillers wear off, Ollie learns about some of his strange mutterings whilst under the influence of the green whistle.
He was a bit shocked when we asked him, you know, who was Leslie and why did he want a cigarette?
Wait, what? I said this? Leslie, do you have a spare cigarette? I was meant to meet someone today called Leslie, but I didn't even smoke. So half of it was right, but the rest was just crazy shit.
Yes, sir. I have a friend out there. He may be tired. Where is he? He is straight ahead, way out there.
What's he doing out there?
We went too far.
Bondi Central. See that guy on the bodyboard?
It's
about like 50 metres out? He needs help.
Yeah, I've got him. That looks like 200 to me. Jethro will go for a paddle.
Copy, mate.
Every time I go for a rescue, I get nervous because I know the boy's going to be looking at me and going, how's he going to do? You happy with that? Yeah. There's no way I've rescued anyone that far out.
It's a mystery why Deano from Texas is over 200 metres from shore.
I don't know how we've got out so far because there's no rips pulling him out.
But Azza thinks he knows the answer.
What's he got, a GoPro on his board?
Yes.
I'm not sure yet. It's kind of scary.
So what, he's gone videoing himself, ended up out the back, most probably unaware, filming himself.
We've been out here for a while. I'm kind of stuck. And as you can see, I'm pretty far out. Probably the farthest I've ever been in the ocean.
Do you think he's panicking right now, or?
A little bit.
Yeah.
As well as being 200 metres from shore, Deano poses another problem for trainee Jethro.
I got out there and the guy was at least double my weight.
He's a big Texas guy. He's about like 6'3", maybe.
Oh yeah,
he's 70, maybe.
The little lifeguard we've sent out there, he's a trainee. He's probably about 70 pounds.
What's your name, man? Thank you, bro.
I struggled getting him on the board. I think we might have rolled it twice. So that was some negative points there.
Not only does Jethro have his work cut out, but every senior lifeguard on the beach is watching.
This is going to take a while.
The toe technique, it's a bit slow, especially with a guy of that size.
It's a massive weight difference between Jethro and the big Texas dude. His little chicken arms can't tug the big bloke in.
It's a hard rescue when you got to paddle them in that far against the wind.
Thank you, man. I was right here next to all these people, and then I wasn't next to all these people. There were some moments where I was cursing myself.
We're definitely at least a quarter of the way to New Zealand there. I've never seen anyone that far out.
Tired. So I'll lay down and get a beer.
It's not about how you get him in, it's if you get him in, and he did that, he succeeded, so yeah, good on him.
It was late afternoon, it was a pretty busy day. I locked up the tower. I went, you know what, I'll go in there, I'll clean it up. Get some good points to my name. So I went in there to clean it up. When I went in there, I was only propping the door open with my foot. My foot slipped off. And just all came crashing down, and that was the end of it. Yeah, North Tower to Chapo, pack up.
Yeah, Chapo.
Probably not going to believe this one, but I was semi-stuck in the tower, eh? The door and the roof just shut on me and I can't get out. So yeah, when I radioed in, there was about 10 seconds of silence going, what? Like no one could really understand, and then it was just pure laughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. I'm stuck. The door's not opening, eh?
You think you've seen everything? Trainees, they always come up with something new, don't they?
Yeah, unfortunately, Hoppo was on. Hoppo was in the tower, so he watched the whole event unfold.
Not only is Jethro stuck, but none of his brothers in blue are rushing to the rescue.
They were just waiting. No one was helping me.
We don't think we're just going to leave him there till tomorrow morning when we open it up.
Oh, rescue! I got stuck. What are you doing there, bro? I got stuck. You serious? You couldn't get out? Reidy didn't even know I was in there. Reidy just came by and found me in there. So thank God Reidy was around.
He's finally managed to fly the coop, but now Jethro has to face his boss, Hoppo.
Have you got an explanation on how it actually
I was using my back foot to hold it open, and I leaned in a little bit too far, my foot slipped, and it all just shut.